Alright, I want to go through, hopefully you had a chance to watch the video of how to draw a shed part 2. I'm going to do it a little bit different than that guy did. Um, he's showing you how to do some components and some other stuff that's pretty amazing. Actually, you'll learn a lot of stuff. You didn't need to watch his video and my video, and he's going to show you some stuff that I'm not, and I'll probably show you some stuff that he's not. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take that little thing where I put my name on it. I'm going to just delete that part right there, right? I don't really need that right now. What am I doing here? What is that not? Actually, I can just move that up out of the way for right now. Okay, so I'm going to move that out of the way. I'll probably change that at the end of it and put shed part 2. Probably need to move these cones out here, make me a little bit more room. Anyway. Okay, so I am going to need this piece of plywood. And I've got some 2x4s over here, or these are actually 2x6s, which are great, but I don't need those right now because we're going to do the walls. So to do the walls, I'm going to create some 2x4s. So if I hit, I'm going to need to do a rectangle. Same way we did the other. I want to be on that green axis. There we go. I'm going to start drawing that. I'm going to hit in. I know I want it to be, it's going to be flat, so I want it to be 3.5, which is the width. That's the first part. Shift inch, comma, 1.5, shift inch. As you see it changing down there in the bottom. And I had just drawn that little piece right there, right? Okay, so how long do I need that to be? Well, that's a good question because I'm going to put a wall right here. So I'm going to draw the bottom plate first. I'm going to walk like we're working up. Okay, gravity controls what we do, so I can't. In here, I could draw the top plate first, but in real life, I can't just hang that up there. Okay, I've got to have it on the bottom, so it all moves up from there. So I'm going to draw just like I build it because it's simple, and I'm a simple guy. All right, so as I click this, I'm going to hit T for tape measure. Start trying to use these hotkeys on this thing because it does make life a lot easier. I'm going to click that. How big is that? 8 foot exactly. All right, that makes it easy. So now I'm going to hit push pull. Now I want to grab this stud right here. Well, actually, bottom plate. I'm going to roll that out. I'm going to say it's 8 foot. Enter. And I just made that bottom plate. So I know I'm going to use that quite a few times, but for right now, let's click that. And now I want to make this a group. So if I go 3 clicks, 1, 2, 3, make it a group. If I don't make it a group, it's all going to pull off weird and just, yeah, it ain't going to work. So what I want to do now is I want to grab this. We'll hit the move key. I'm going to move this over here. I'm going to hit control. It's going to make a copy of it, right? I think I opened up something I wasn't supposed to. Let's see what all that's going on. There we go. Okay. Anyway, I think I got a new mouse I'm trying out here. And I'm not quite up to the task on it yet. But let's grab this. Hit move again. Click that. I'm going to hit the M key. I'm going to move over here. And I want it to be on that top of that right there. That's what I'm trying to get it to. I don't know why I'm trying to flip that over because I'm not really trying to flip that over. Okay. Alright, so I have created a bottom plate. So now it's like my best bet would be to do some studs here, right? So I'm going to make it 8 foot. So 8 foot is 96 inches, right? I'm going to do some math for you. Okay, so whenever you buy studs, we cut studs, we're going to have 2 top plates, 2 of these, and 1 bottom plate. So I'm going to take 1.5 times 3. That's 4.5. I know that. Okay. So I'll take 96 inches minus 4.5. This is going to make sense in a few minutes. That's 91 and a half. Okay, so we usually make it like 91 and a quarter, so we leave a little gap at the bottom. But let's go through and do that. So I'm going to make one more of these. Yep. Yeah, let's make it 91.25. Because what I'm doing is I'm going to do the stud, and I don't want the plywood on the inside to go all the way to the ground, which would be, actually, let's just make that thing, let's make it 91. That'll be fine. Okay, so clear that. Okay, rectangle. Hit the R for rectangle. I know this is taking me a little while, but I'm messing. All right, so now I'm gonna do the same thing. Actually, I can do it because the stud width is gonna lay out. I'm going 3.5, shift inch, comma 1.5, shift inch, hit enter. Got the same thing. Hit push pull, hit the P right there on the thing, and then close that up. And now I can make that. Let's call it 91 inches. 91, shift inches, enter. It'll be a little bit smaller than the other one. All right, so now I have made that 91 inches. Hit the space bar to, it's basically the same as hitting the arrow, 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna make that a group, always make it a group. And now I can actually, I'm gonna grab this, put the move key, we'll pull it a little closer. But I got a little problem here because it's not the right way, right? So, but I can zoom in right here and make that, so it'll work. Okay, when I hit this little deal right there, I'm gonna line it up. I want that to be 90. That just means it's totally perpendicular to. I can actually just stop that and hit 90, hit enter, and it'll fix that. All right. Now I'm gonna grab this and put it right up here. Okay. I'm gonna grab it. Put move. All right. I want that to be right there. Okay. So I have moved that. So I know I'm 8 foot, but I want to, let's say I want these to be, I want this next one to be right there at 12 inches, okay? All right, so I'm going to make this first stud. I'm going to actually move it over. I'm going to do that, I want it to be on that green axis where it's at right now. Hit control, and then I'm going to just make it 12 inches. Okay. All right, I made me one. I could just continue doing that, right? I mean, it's not that many of them. But what if I had a big wall? Like I wanted to make sure that works out, right? So now I can actually hit this, hit on the green, right? Let's see, make it on the green. I want to go across here, and I want that to be, so I know it's 6'10". I'm going to say I want those every 12 inches. Oh, wait a minute, I did not make a copy of that. That's not going to be right. Okay. All right, well, we'll just go back and do it from the whole thing. So I'm going to start moving that. Click to there. Hit control. That makes a copy. And now, before I do anything else, I'm going to hit the forward button. And I want 8 of those. Okay. Now it's putting each one of those and laid those studs out. Okay. As you can see that. All right. So that worked out pretty good. But now I got to put some top plates on it, which is one of these right here. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to start moving that. Hit control. Make sure you do that or it won't make a copy and then you'll have to redo it. But ain't the end of the world. And I'm going to put one right there. Okay. Now I will put some more, but I'm gonna have to do the walls first. There's one more top plate that ties everything together. I'm gonna show you how that works in a little bit. Okay, but for right now, I've got a wall here, and let's see. I found something that was pretty interesting on. So if you are highlighting your area to make it all a group, what it allows you to do is if I come from this way and it highlights the area. It only does the one that you're totally touching. Like I was all the way over that one, so it highlighted that. That's coming from the right side. Let's see, let's escape. Okay, now coming from the left side, watch this. Now it lit up all those. You see how it did that a little different? Now I could probably, it's going to require a little bit, but I might could get all of those in there. But I don't want the other part. I don't want to make the base. So look at that. I think it did it. Now I'm going to right click that. I'm going to make that whole thing a group. Now I have just made that wall a group, right? It's going to be a little different. I think it'll work though. Alright. Now I'm going to hit the move key. I'm going to start sliding that whole thing. I'm going to hit control, make sure I make a hole. And I want to put it on that right axis, right? There we go. Okay. That thing is really annoying me on the so far over there. Okay, here we go. Now I can zoom in. All right. So, okay. Hit enter. Escape. There we go. Okay, so now I have used I made the one wall, covered this same wall. Now, I'm just assuming there's no doors or anything, and that, well, it's not an assumption because I see his drawing and he only had a door and stuff in the front. So they're the exact same walls, same length, same everything, right? So that just a little bit different than what he did. Same kind of thing though. But I like to build it from the bottom, and I don't like to draw on top of the materials for several reasons. It's not really kind of the way we do it in construction, but that kind of gives you an idea of what we got there. So, and then what am I gonna do? I don't know why that's like that, but okay, it pulled that in. I understand now. Well, let's see if we can edit the component. Explode that. Can I delete that? I don't need all that. Yep. Okay, let's edit that component. Edit that group. Okay. Alright. And then escape that. That's the thing you got to be careful with. When you use that box to make a group, what can happen is anything behind that is going to, like, obviously I had that name up there. So now I'm going to put in, go over here, I'm going to put my name back on it because I got to have my name on it. I'm going to do right here, I'm just going to put Creel Shed 2. Creel Shed 2. Shed number 2. I'm going to save that, hit OK. I can make that right there. There you go. And then just hit enter. And that would be a complete project for that. And then just take a screenshot from here, maybe flip it around, do another screenshot there. Give me 3 screenshots so I can kind of figure out what you're doing. You can actually, if you want to put these cones on, which I kind of like that. I think it makes it look more like a real job site. All you have to do is go to, let's see, go to the 3D warehouse. Where's that at? Wheel. 3D warehouse is right over here on the side. There we go. I'd already put in. I just put in 3D warehouse. I put in traffic cone. I think I used this one here, or I don't know. I used one of them. I guess it was that one. Doesn't matter. I just like it because it gives me it shows me exactly what I'm doing. And in my mind, when this thing's flipping around, it it gives me a sense of something to you know, to make it where I can tell exactly where I'm at in this 3D realm. So hope everybody's doing well, and look forward to seeing y'all.